Have you ever wondered what really separates a Super Bowl winning team from one that struggles to find its way? The difference between absolute success and disappointment can be in the details of the decisions made on and off the field. In the NFL, every move counts, and every choice can change the course of an entire franchise. Today, we're diving into the hottest topics surrounding the Dallas Cowboys, from the inevitable comparisons to the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles, to the team's challenges ahead of next season. Grab your coffee, settle in, and get ready for an in-depth look at the Cowboys' NFL landscape. I fielded a series of questions about the Dallas Cowboys, and the response from fans was overwhelming. Many were curious about the inevitable comparisons between the Texans and the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Others were interested in the potential roster changes during the offseason. And finally, a portion wanted to discuss talented Cleveland Browns pass rusher Myles Garrett, who recently requested a trade. Here are my thoughts on these and other relevant questions. What went wrong last season? Mike McCarthy's contract was not renewed, which raised questions about his responsibility for the team's poor performance, which only won a small number of games. Is Brian Schottenheimer really capable of transforming the current roster, achieving a significant number of victories by his third season in charge, and still being able to assemble an efficient coaching staff to adequately prepare his players for all the challenges of the regular season? These are some of the questions that concern Cowboys fans. While injuries are no excuse, it is undeniable that they had a significant impact on the team's season, and Dallas was not the only franchise to suffer from this problem. The Detroit Lions and San Francisco 49ers also dealt with similar difficulties, unlike the Philadelphia Eagles, who had the privilege of having their entire starting offensive linemen in the big game. The team's only significant defensive loss was the absence of linebacker Nakobe Dean, highlighting a factor of luck that certainly contributed to the success of the championship team. However, the Cowboys' problems were not limited to injuries alone. The team's offense has shown clear signs of stagnation. Even if McCarthy were to remain in charge, it would be essential to make significant changes to the offensive sector, which includes strengthening the quality of the roster. In addition, the front office did not do enough to strengthen the team during the last offseason. The arrival of Eric Kendricks and the return of Ezekiel Elliott were the only significant moves in free agency, which were not enough to make the team more competitive, and this is the big difference between the Cowboys and the Eagles. While the Philadelphia franchise has adopted an aggressive approach to building its roster, making careful draft choices and taking calculated risks in signings and trades, the Cowboys have demonstrated a more conservative approach. The fear of compromising the salary cap seems to outweigh the urgency to win now. The front office seems more concerned with what could go wrong in the future than with the opportunity to compete for titles in the present. This conservative mindset could be the biggest obstacle to Dallas re-establishing itself among the NFL's elite teams.